We have been on the best Midwestern universities list multiple times now, both with U.S. News and World Report, as well as the Princeton Review. So Emporia State has absolutely been a big name in the universities out there in the United States. Something I'm always extremely proud of to talk about with international students in settings like this is that we're the 33rd best university for awarding financial aid to international students. Out of all the universities in the United States, we are 33rd. So we are super proud of that. The Higher Learning Commission, the ACCLADES, and other accrediting bodies make sure that the degree you receive here at Emporia will be recognized throughout the United States and throughout almost all of the world. In fact, I can't think of an example where our degree would not be recognized. So these accreditations assure that your employer will know that you got a quality education. If any of you are interested in undergraduate programs, you can see a listing of those here. And of course, this slide will disappear, but the information will remain forever on our website. So don't forget to go visit that. A couple highlights here, if I will. The Business Administration bachelor's degree has loads of concentrations and is a very popular one for international students. Communication is a very flexible degree. If you have some dreams, but they're a little nebulous, communication degree can help you figure out. It's a flexible degree so that you can make your dreams, a reality without having a too specific of a degree. Computer science, of course, right? That is a popular one for international students. And then, just to pick out a random one, I would mention our music program, which we have recently reinvested in and improved and hired some new top-of-the-line professors. So if you're a music student, we're a great place to come. So you already have your bachelor's degree and you're ready for a master's degree to make you that much more hireable. This is the place to do it. We've got what you're looking for. Of course, our flagship graduate degree program, the Business Administration program. Can't say enough positive things about it. Highly accredited, a school of distinction in the state of Kansas. Wonderful program, especially for international students. We have, clinical psychology. It's a popular one. The information technology. An interesting thing that you can do here at Emporia that you couldn't necessarily do in many other places is a dual degree between business administration and information technology. So both of these degrees independently take 2 years to complete, so 4 semesters. However, with our dual degree program, we figured out how to combine some of the coursework so that you can complete both graduate degrees in only 3 total years, so 6 semesters. So for only 50% more of the time, you can have double the degree. Anyone who's interested in doing something with business that may be on the tech side, this is a wonderful opportunity for you to be highly qualified and knowledgeable about these fields. Some admission requirements, because everybody needs to know this, right? So some of our undergraduate programs, the minimum GPA is 2.5. All these GPAs I'll mention are in the United States system. They do vary from country to country, and they are never guaranteed unless you've had a recognized professional credit evaluation, or if you've applied to Emporia State, where we will do an in-house GPA calculation to determine once and for all what your true American GPA is. So I don't know exactly off the top of my head the exchange rate, if you will, for credits in Bangladesh versus credits in the US. But in some countries, your GPA may look lower than 2.5, but in reality, it's not. It's actually 2.5 or higher. So you just have to apply to find out. Thankfully, the SAT or the ACT is not required. So if you haven't taken that yet, don't worry about it. You don't need it. We don't need that. We do look at your character profile. We want to make sure we get students who have a proven work ethic, who are going to be successful here at ESU, and who are going to make something out of the education we give them. And then, of course, We love celebrating our international students in many different ways that I believe I'll have a slide on later. But we just prefer candidates who are willing to share their culture with not only the campus and the students here, but the community. As I said, community interaction is very important for us. Okay, now onto our graduate programs. So the requirements do vary by program. For example, some programs will require 3 letters of recommendation, a statement of purpose, and maybe some other requirements. But some programs may require less than that, maybe 1 letter of recommendation. So you'll just have to look on the website to determine what your requirements are for the program that you're interested in. And for graduate programs, there's a minimum 3.0 GPA on your bachelor's degree. Now that's either your entire bachelor's degree and or your last 60 credits. So basically the last half, more or less, of your undergraduate degree needs to be over 3.0. Now there are some exceptions for some programs, but again, you'll have to look at the website to determine that. But the MBA, for example, the Master of Business Administration, if you have X amount of years of work experience in the field and a slightly lower GPA than 3.0, there is some room for exception there. So don't be discouraged if you don't quite have that 3.0. If you have some work experience, there's a case to be made that you can be a good candidate for this program. And I'll answer some more questions about that later, I'm sure. But yeah, again, please look at the website for more detailed information regarding your program. Okay, now super fun topic, the costs. We have signed at the non-resident rate, which means the following. So as you can see here, we have the x-axis showing tuition and fees, living expenses, insurance, books, etc. You can see some estimates for each of those costs for 1 full year of undergraduate and graduate costs. So take a look at that. Of course, you'll notice the graduate is a little less. Living expenses are lower because we expect graduate students will live off campus, where cost of living in Emporia is quite affordable. So you may find some, we accounted for that in our estimates. So take a look at that. 𝗖𝗵𝘀𝗲𝗏𝗿, who presented earlier, of our extremely distinguished Bangladeshi students. I don't know what it is about Bangladesh, but over there it seems that there are some extremely driven, ambitious, and excellent students. And so we are always very excited to be partnering with anyone with your country, because the quality of students is always just exceptional.